Browse the site at your pace. Check other websites. I'll send them to you to work on. Let's wrap up colors and move to another task. We'll return to the Canva site and start. Remember what we learned about colors. This site isn't our design, it's from yesterday, but we remember it. The video from yesterday is on the blackboard. It's the 3 in a row, 123, as I remember. This is the video we created. Let's keep in mind what we've learned about colors. Regarding the part we learned about colors, this site doesn't count as something we've designed. It's the one from yesterday, but we remember it. And the video we worked on yesterday, we also put it on the blackboard. If you recall, it's the 3 in a row. Here are 123, just as I remember. So this is the video when we came to create or animated. And this is the one we saw yesterday and worked on. They said we should create designs from scratch on the site. Let's forget what I designed yesterday and come create another infographic and check out the infographics available on this site if I want to start, or animated. And this is what we saw yesterday and worked on. They said we should create designs from scratch on the site. Let's forget what I designed yesterday and come make another infographic and check out the infographics available on this site if I want to start. So he's asking you if you're going to work on it or not. If you're going to create a video, you can take either a video, or if you're going to use still images, you can take either or Instagram, or however you want. So right now, I want an infographic. I'm saying I'm going to take an infographic because it gives you templates to choose from, or it gives you a blank size to work on. This blank size tries to find a template that fits this size. Is this vertical suitable for the blackboard? What's the difference between the video with the video together, and the PowerPoint is one, and the linear, I mean the width is much less. It could be a quarter of the height. As for the PowerPoint and the video, the height and width are similar, but the width is more here and the height is more here. It shows you designs available here in a comparison. Here there's a historical development, so you can take the timeline of historical development and work on it, or the presentations. You see some really nice things here, really beautiful designs. There are things with the crown that are not free. You focus, they are all free and great, except for this one. There are some pro things in this one. Everything is pro, all of this is pro, but the two of these are free. This one is pro. So I can choose one of the free ones, which is the timeline. Okay, or is all of this free for the bottom? No, it's not free. These three are not free. The two in the middle are not free. This one is free, and so on. The one in this one is free. We'll take it. And let me enlarge the screen a bit so we can see what the design is about. This one, here it talks about the timeline. So I can create a timeline about so I can talk about the timeline of the OS, or I can write it in Arabic, the evolution OS. I can write it in Arabic, the evolution historical systems. Running something in my work, I'll take it easy with you. So I'll use an infographic that's bigger than necessary. You need to define your text and shrink it a little bit. So you have here, this is the historical development of operating systems. I can write the repeated name here, right? Should I write the word timeline? So I understand that it's a timeline, but here it repeats the principles of computing, for example. Or is it called a computer? Is that what it's called, a computer? And we select this word and we try to shrink it. The word should look like this. Now let's talk about the types of fonts. The font below is bold. The font above doesn't have bold. The font that's called, even though the fonts in Arabic aren't great, I have to pay like this, but the font called Fantastic is cut off like this, and it doesn't have a country. I can choose another type without this Fantastic at all. And I can choose this more one, so it's also cut off. I want a font that removes this cutoff. So you're looking into different types of fonts. There are font recommendations here. There's a collection of fonts. If you print these fonts, this object itself has that nature like the font below. There it is above it. If I come to choose it, it's also cut off. I don't think it's related to the block that's above this one. I also see in other aspects, of course, in English it will be awesome. I mean, if I write the word computer, sorry about that. So is the site more geared towards English? If I write the word computer and choose the font, will it work for me? Huh? Yeah, that's great. You choose. The font you want will change for you. Oh, I'm a writer, Captain F. So let me just change that. The nature of this title is capitalized, whether I write it in capital letters or not. But here, what's this? Samor writes Samor, but the nature of this is that it writes in a larger size. So if you have an issue with the text blocks you have, how do you handle it? Do you go to text like that other site with that sub hitting the heading, go the subheading? So the heading should be the main title, and this is a subheading, which is a secondary title. The text blocks you have, how do you deal with them? Do you go to text like this other site with that subheading? The heading go, the subheading, the heading is supposed to be a subheading. This is a main heading, and this is a subheading. FF. So you can work and choose from here and work. But he gave you multiple shapes, including the luminous shapes. And so I don't answer him the neon, and I write the word computer in English on it, and I choose the neon colors. Can I change them? Could it look blue in my design? But does this neon work in Arabic? I just want to try it out. And I come to write here, for example, in Arabic, Abdul Rahman, like this. Yes, the neon works in Arabic, and it's perfect. So you feel that here. The noon, what we have here, so you can work on it based on the neon effect. That's nice. That's nice in principle. If you come to the effects, I can choose something other than neon for Abdul Rahman up there, right? And you can choose, for example, black with a glow, and you can start changing the effects themselves and the colors if you want. But when I choose the neon, which is this one, so the idea is that the choice of texts is based on your preference for the matter. Of course, the background is gray on your screen. It might appear as a different color for you, but it's gray for us. Oh, Darmadi, I noticed that you have a different color. You'll find a color like that. It's not gray at all. And I'm surprised by that. I mean, when this color was transferred to you, what if I took a screenshot from my side and I put it for you on the WhatsApp color that I'm working on? I also sent you a color that changes the colors. I have a color. This is gray, and I can show you the color so we can test it together. If I write here in black, then my background here will be black. You see? The yellow is black. The background is gray here. So I can actually write in gray. On the white one above, I can come up here and choose the house to rent. So imagine with me this gray. If I bring it up over this gray, you see the system is not gray, but these two are the same for me on my screen. I want you to try it out. So what color should I tell you? Because I have another screen that shows a different color than the one I have, honestly. FF, can we just not say that on the screen? So I can choose the color and choose the background color to be the same as the text color. These two colors should be the same. So right now they are one, but it's gray. So look at the color that is standing there. It changes the sharing colors for you. That's nice too. We figured out how to get the neon from where and how to change it. From the text, you have some styles of texts that you can use and work on